Hello, you beautiful people. I hope you're all keeping well. Now, I attempted in the last stream to create some suspense in the images that I took, and I don't feel that I've managed that one. So this is what I'm going to do for this stream. So let's see if I manage to do better this time. The scariest thing we've seen so far, and to be quite honest, it doesn't really bode too well. But if we go back to free cam, going to focus on the hand, roll it a tad, because I want a really good hard straight edge there. I'm going to focus on quite a close aperture, so that's really the amount of distance that will be in focus. So this is the actual position of it. So unfortunately that's as much detail as we're going to get on that splatter. So now I really need to consider where to put that. So I'm going to elevate slightly. Now let's remove the menu just to see. Now let's try dropping it. Something like that, maybe. We've lost a little bit on the roll, so I'm going to bring that back to a straight edge. I don't know why, but something in my subconscious is telling me that that adds a coldness to it, almost like a clinical nature. So I'm going to get that shot. Actually, before I do, so how I've set this up is you've got the wall which is leading in, so that's like leading lines pointing you towards the character. The curtain with the blood stain, you know, the handprint on it, also closes up the crop on the main character, which I've put as a secondary subject, which is why I've blurred them out, because the eyes will naturally go to that handprint first. And for those who don't generally haven't seen my streams before, I take all the pictures on here and I put them on Instagram, and you can check my profile out. It's also King of Etiquette, all one word. But the thing about Instagram is it's got a 5x4 crop, so I always take that crop out of a landscape shot, so as this is now. So if you imagine around about where the wall tapers round, and on the other side of the screen in the curtain you've got that sort of ripple, that's pretty much all you're going to have in that picture. So it's going to be quite a close crop on him, but the blood handprint is the main focus. And I'm hoping it portrays that he hasn't quite noticed it, he just walked past it.
East of the atrium, a straight shot.
Couldn't resist with an expression like that. So autofocus off, set the distance, much detail as possible. So generally it's going to be like that, I think. And for some reason, I don't know why, but having an angle on there really helps with suspense. It's the sort of thing you see a lot in horror films, so I'm going to borrow that technique. I do want to increase, there's no depth of field, but no, there is no depth of field. Focal length would be the one. that and then go straight in. I cannot go any further than that. It's a shame, but I did manage to claw back some depth to this image. And what I mean by that is it's just that 3D nature. You want someone to go into your pictures, and even though this is quite a close-up picture, I still want to have some of that effect to it. But I'm generally really happy with that. So much so that I'm actually going to take 2 pictures, and again it's because of how I crop the images. I don't want to lose anything, so I'm going to go back to 9, oh, to 10, yeah, to 10, and take that picture again. So if the first one doesn't work, I've got what I was looking for to compare against and replicate.
We don't know what this is yet.
What is the point?
So free cam, let's see how free this is. Well, fairly. Not enough though. Seeing what I have to work with first. Something like that. This is a difficult one, because overexposure loses an awful lot, but there's so much detail missing from this image. I mean, again, I'm going to edit it afterwards, so I'll be able to increase or decrease the shadows, decrease the blacks to restore some of that darkness. But then you run the risk of it just not translating well when you look through the pictures on Instagram. So I'm going to leave it here. Level, auto off. It is a good autofocus, but being that I am going to crop the image, I need to make sure it's absolutely spot on. So helped if I moved the right setting. So how I'm going to do this, I've put it on the smallest f-stop, so that's the thinnest focal depth, until he is in focus, which is about there. And I was going to expand it afterwards, but I'm actually quite happy with that. Because he's looking at the camera where I'm hidden, so that could make for an interesting picture. I'm going to look down, and a good thing to do when you're taking photos is, especially when you're first starting, is the rule of thirds. Now the rule of thirds is a grid, so it splits your image into thirds. So you've got your vertical thirds, so your upper, your middle and your lower, and then as you're looking at it, your left, your middle and your right. And where those meet, those little intersections, it's sometimes a good idea to put things of interest in there. So if I put his eye on there, for example, then you would be drawn to him as a human, and I'm hoping that the bottom right intersection will be on that light, because I don't have the grid, so I'm using my imagination. Now the angle may go against me, but it might really work. Now I feel that angle, so it going, get the camera right, it going downwards, well actually it's going, how to do this in a camera to get it the way you're looking at, but that's what I'm thinking. So that angle's a little bit too steep, so I need to raise it a little bit. And No, I don't think I can because I want to keep the very blurred pipe in there. If I really reduce that angle, bring that down, then it completely adjusts the image. So yeah, I don't think that worked. About... I suppose this highlights the importance of actually taking the original shot before you mess around with it to try and protect it. Because the thing is, I mean, with cameras, you've got memory cards, and with consoles, you've got very, very large hard disks, so you can take as many pictures as you want. I'm still going to go with that. I will have to drop the highlights because I find that the actual flare on that pipe is a little bit too distracting. So it's going to be a fairly interesting bit of editing for me. That's going to be quite a challenge. So again, I'm going to place him like that. Take another picture because I cannot go in any closer to the pipe. Just slightly obscuring. And we're going to increase the roll again. Oh! That's cool. We are going to turn bokeh off. This is very important. Need to get the angle right on this. This is a challenging picture because I need to capture it so that it looks like she's completely oblivious to the guy watching her. I think that's quite important. Again, I'm going to tilt it a little bit. Not too much. I want her to look natural, but I just need him to be a little bit more imposing. We'll try the red reflection on her. Nope. So let's have a look without the menu. So she is quite in focus. What I'm originally went for was just a little bit of red on her face, just that red's associated with scary. What I've ended up with is quite a wide eyes, and so what I'm doing is I'm placing it on the edge so she's looking out of the screen or the picture when I finally crop it, and that will make people guess at what caused that reaction. So that's why I'm going with that picture. I really like the bokeh to the left of the screen, but being that Instagram is a 5x4 and I go portrait, probably not going to get that in there. So I'm going to take this shot, but then I'm also going to decrease the focal length just to give me options on the crop. I'm going to go, so I've just repositioned it to put it pretty much in the same shot, as I say, a little bit further back so I can crop in. Simply because I really like that shot and I don't want to lose it by being too close. Ah, I really didn't think I'd be able to get that. So this is about silhouettes. or highlights. I like the fact the majority of this is black. I mean, really, I'm going to get this shot and then I'm going to experiment. I don't know what I want to do with it, I just know that I like it. And it's easily to understand why. She's very well framed. Don't want that brightness in there. By that doorway.
It was an observation.
Oh, okay, sorry dude. That's why I didn't recognise it, so I'm not losing it just yet. But I did get the joke. Yeah, let's just stick with that. I hope you enjoyed this video. One of the things I tried to do is just to continue improve upon the techniques of adding suspense to my pictures, and I feel that in some of those that I did certainly achieve it. But I hope you did enjoy it. As I say, like and subscribe to be kept notified of my videos, and remember, we say goodbye so we can say hello again. Goodbye.